Hello, fellow Stone Seekers. Welcome to Lessons with Darb the Bard. Are you ready to master Wonders of the First? Today's lesson is about Symbiosis. How does Symbiosis work in Wonders of the First? Symbiosis is an on-arrival ability that lets you copy all the abilities of another targeted wonder. Importantly, we can target our own wonders or those controlled by our opponents. But the wonder with Symbiosis can only target wonders with the same power, unless an exception exists. This means that Glamour Bandit can only copy the abilities of one-power wonders. Perhaps you want another copy of your own Moonfire Crystal Mouse, or a copy of your opponent's Chained Crow. Similarly, Vobstalker can only copy two-power wonders. Copies of Betrayer of Ironskin Clan or Red Stooling Hunter would be spicy choices. But this gets more interesting with cards like Rootling Terror and Tearing Fire. Both have Symbiosis, but they also have other on-arrival abilities that let us manipulate the power of other wonders. Rootling Terror lets us put 3/1 counters on a target wonder. Let's say we target a 6-power wonder like Frost Savage, the Blizzard's Wrath. The Frost Savage now has only 3 power, meaning we can now target it when the Rootling Terror's Symbiosis ability resolves. Now we can also stun a wonder at the start of each round. But also keep in mind that Rootling Terror says up to 3/1 counters. We could choose to add only 2/1 counters to turn a 5-power wonder into a 3-power target for our Rootling Terror. Or we could choose to add just 1/1 counter to turn a 4-power wonder into a 3-power target. Similarly, Tearing Fire lets us put up to 2+1 counters and up to 2/1 counters on 2 different wonders. This means that depending on how we choose to place the counters, we can use the Tearing Fire's Symbiosis ability to target a wonder with beginning power of 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. While wonders with Symbiosis must normally target wonders with equal power, there are some exceptions. For example, Plant Terror of Ethereal Grove lets you target any 2 wonders regardless of power. And Swamp Sovereign can be targeted by any wonder with Symbiosis no matter the power. Plus, the Swamp Sovereign gets +8 power each time he gets copied. But the even cooler part is that we can start a Symbiosis train. Let's say our Rootling Terror targets the Swamp Sovereign with its Symbiosis ability. The Swamp Sovereign gets +8 power while we give an enemy wonder 3/1 counters. We then play Vobstalker and target the Rootling Terror, which we can now do since the Rootling Terror has the Swamp Sovereign's ability. The Rootling Terror gets +8 power, and the Vobstalker copies the Rootling Terror's ability to dish out 3 more -1 counters to an enemy. An important thing to note here is that the Vobstalker only copies the Swamp Sovereign ability and the -1 counter ability from the Rootling Terror. It does not copy the actual Symbiosis ability written on the Rootling Terror. This is from the comprehensive rules, which state that Symbiosis can't copy another Symbiosis ability, thereby preventing endless looping of Symbiosis effects. Finally, we play a Glamour Bandit and target the Vobstalker. Remember, the Vobstalker has both the Swamp Sovereign's ability and the Rootling Terror's on-arrival ability. So the Vobstalker gets +8 power, while our Glamour Bandit hands out 3 more -1 counters on an enemy. As long as we have more Symbiosis wonders, we can keep the train going. Another thing to remember is that Symbiosis is an on-arrival ability. This means if we copy a wonder with an on-arrival ability, we get that effect when our Symbiosis wonder arrives. So if we use Glamour Bandit to copy Lucas Dorian, we get the null counter from Lucas's on-arrival ability. But if we instead target Bradwin the Rum Hunter, we don't get his on-play ability. The last detail is that Symbiosis does not copy abilities granted by non-Symbiosis effects. For example, Symbiosis doesn't copy abilities granted by equipment. What do you think of Symbiosis? If you have fun stories or cool synergies to share, please tell us in the comments. Many more lessons with Darb the Bard are on the way. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when those videos come out. Until next time, may your games be filled with wonder.